I'ma test this out. Keep in mind that I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Chariti Sinae and I am back with another video, and today we are doing another episode of Chariti Chats, and today we are just going to be talking about fear and just facing our true fears, and just when it comes to our goals and our dreams and career wise, you know what I'm saying? So let's just get into the video. So just so we can have a clear understanding of what today's episode of Chariti Chats will be about, it's just when it comes to growing and growth and just stepping outside of your comfort zone, that type of fear, and just making sure we're always growing and taking like steps forward, together. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, sometimes I don't want to say I struggle with it, because I really don't. Like, when it comes to my dreams and my goals and everything that I'm passionate about, I don't struggle with it. But I just know so many people who do. I'm the type of person, I'm a Sagittarius, so I think that plays a big part in it. I have always been the type of person, once I set my mind on something, that's what it is. Once I set out to do something, once I have it in my head that this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, I do it. It's always been a blessing and a curse, just because of the simple fact that it's gotten me in a lot of trouble, but it's also brought me a lot of good things, a lot of blessings, and it's made me really go after, what I want and what I believe in. Everything I want to do, I am very fearless, because it's what I want to do, and I just know that once I put the work in, it's going to happen. And I can't be scared of the outcome, because if I'm scared of the outcome, then it's going to hold me back, and I can talk myself out of making that decision to keep moving forward. And when it comes to fears, you have to realize, like, people fear failure, and I just don't think failure is something that should be feared, just because I personally don't think failure exists. I really think that on your journey, when you are working towards whatever you are trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to make happen, I personally feel like if it does not go the way you planned, if it does not work out, then it's more of a lesson and not a failure. I believe that you should always take situations that didn't work out. I believe that you should just always learn from them, learn from your wrongs, correct your wrongs, and then keep moving forward, and then make the necessary adjustments and changes that needs to be made. Something that my dad has always told me, he's always told me that if you're uncomfortable, then you're growing. And that stuck with me, because you have to learn how to step outside your comfort zone, and a lot of people fear that, but you have to do it. You have to learn how to challenge yourself, because if you're always comfortable, he also told me this, if you're always comfortable, then you will only be where you always are, which is in that same place, because you're only doing the things that make you comfortable. So you're pretty much going to be stagnant. You're not growing. You ain't leveling up. You're not reaching new heights. You're not experiencing new things, because you're just so comfortable and set in your ways that nothing new is happening. Ain't no change being made. Like, it's just ain't no growth being made. Ain't no progress. It's just the same old stuff, because you're only doing what you're comfortable with. And once he told me that, it really just made a lot of sense. Like, once I broke that down in my head, the way I just expressed it to you guys, it really made a lot of sense, because it's true. You have to learn how to challenge yourself. You have to learn how to step outside of your comfort zone, and just push yourself to do new things every day. Push yourself to learn new things every day. You have to face those fears. And once you do that, I feel like you're going to learn so much. So many light bulbs are going to go off. You're going to have so many aha moments just because you did something new. You just challenged yourself. And even when you challenge yourself, a lot of people are so afraid to put themselves out there, and you shouldn't be, because people are either going to respond in a good way or a bad way, but that's just what it is. You cannot be scared of that. And once you put yourself out there, that's a good thing, because you learn how to keep going. You really learn what changes you need to make along the way. You really learn what adjustments you need to make along the way. Like, you just learn like what you need to do differently. But if you're not going to put yourself out there, and if you're not going to challenge yourself, how are you going to know what to do? How are you going to know how to handle certain things? Like, you just got to be brave enough to do it. Once you do that, stepping outside of your comfort zone, once you can really do that, you'll not only learn so many new things, but you'll also meet new people. And you're going to meet people who align with your purpose. And that's something that I look forward to. Like, right now, I really don't have any friends, because I'm just waiting on God to send the right people my way. You have to associate yourself with people who align with your purpose. And once you can do that, that just means you have to step outside your comfort zone. You really putting yourself out there, following your dreams, chasing your passion, just doing what makes you happy, and not caring, and just taking everything as a learning experience. You're going to find people who align with your purpose. God has opened doors for me, and I have really been amazed by the things that I've gone through in my life, and the many lessons that I have learned just from, not being afraid to do things, and not being afraid to challenge myself and just take a step forward. Even if, and that's the tough part, because I know a lot of people fear rejection, and that's okay. But even when you do, because honestly, I believe, like, when you know you're supposed to be doing something, like, when you know it, I just believe that it's going to happen. I don't think that, it's going to happen easy. I don't think it's going to come easy. I don't think that it's going to be as easy as, you thought, but I do think it's going to happen. And I think with that, even if you get rejected the first time, the famous saying is, you get a lot of no's before you get that one yes that you've been looking for. And that one yes is going to top all the many no's, like a lot. That's like a famous saying. And I believe that that is so true, just because it's always tough. Like, that's why it's called a journey. People are so afraid to be turned down. People are so afraid to be taken the wrong way. People are so afraid that they're going to get a bad response. Putting your all into something and then putting it out there for the world to see is really not easy. It really does take a lot of courage, but that's why I'm telling y'all, don't be scared. Be brave and go after it. And just because you might get rejected, or you might not get the response you've been hoping for the first time, you take it and you tweak it a little bit. Take what you put out, tweak it a little bit, with, in that same breath, keeping it as your own and making sure it's still you in that. Just tweak it, make adjustments, put it back out there, and you just keep going. You have to learn how to ignore the noise and all of the outside noise. You really have to learn how to ignore it, because people are cruel, and people will tear you down even when like, your work is good. Even when you're doing good, people will tear you down regardless, just because they can and they want to. And you have to keep that in mind. Some people want you to be just as scared as them. I have tunnel vision. Like, I got my eye on the prize. I am not paying attention to what anybody else is doing. I'm not paying attention to what anybody else is saying. I have tunnel vision. You gotta have that, because if you're paying attention to all of them on the side of you, in the back of you, you're gonna lose sight of what's in front of you. And that's what I have learned too. You can't be paying attention to what everybody else got going on and how everybody else doing something, and if they know what you're doing and all of that. You gotta keep your eyes straight ahead, keep your eyes on the prize, because at the end of the day, here's what keep me going. There's a ton of people who want to do what I want to do. There's a ton of people who want to do what you want to do. And with that being said, there's a ton of people working hard for it. And that's why I can't let my fear get in the way. That's why I can't let, like, me being scared get in the way, because while I'm over here scared and I'm being hesitant and I'm taking my time, somebody else is, like, doing it. Somebody else is putting up something right now. Somebody else is doing exactly what I want to do and working hard at it. You have to be willing to work hard and do what you gotta do. Whenever I'm scared, whenever I just get in my head and I don't know how somebody gonna receive something that I want to put out, I cannot worry about that, because it's what I want to do at the end of the day. And I know some people gonna like it. Not many people in this world. Somebody gonna like it. Make sure you have the right support system. Make sure you have the right people around you, because people come in your life with the wrong intentions, okay? Like, you could be telling your friends or whoever that you're scared to do something and that you're just so hesitant and you're just so worried, and they could probably be telling you not to do it just because they believe in you more than you believe in you, and they know you won't pop off. And it don't even matter that they your friend. They don't want you to do no more than what they got going on. And some people come in your life to hold you back. And it don't matter if, you my friend, and once I pop off, we basically all gonna pop off, because I'm gonna look after you at the end of the day. Like, sometimes that's not enough for people, because sometimes people just simply want to be you and want to be where you are. And you have to learn how to take people for who they are, accept things for what it is, and keep it pushing. And that's why I pray about everybody in my life. I tell God, if somebody not meant to be in my life, show me, and whatever is not of you, take it away, because I don't have time. That's why I don't tell people. I'll probably tell my sister, tell my mama, tell my stepmama, tell my daddy, 4 people. Anybody else? I could count on the 4 people plus 1 good person who in my life been rocking with me since sophomore year. You know who you are. That's probably the only other person who will know truly what I'm going through and how I'm feeling about something. Regardless, if you are scared and you think you're gonna fail, like, you think people not gonna respond to it well, even if you think that, and even if it does happen, you gotta keep that same energy from the first time. You gotta keep that same passion, that same spark, that same motivation, and you gotta keep going. So a lot of these rappers out here, we ain't respond too well, and they on top now. You know how many singers that I'm not a fan of? Like, you know how many rappers I'm not a fan of, and they are literally millionaires because they have their own fan base, regardless of the many people who really don't like them. Like, there's a lot of people who are not a fan of City Girls, Cardi B, even my amazing inspiration, Rihanna, Beyonce. Like, believe it or not, there are people who don't really care for Beyonce. I like Beyonce. I'm just saying, like, Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to receive you. Not everybody's going to accept you. Not everybody's going to embrace you with open arms and just love you and adore you and everything you stand for and everything you do. But you cannot let the fear of that, keep you from going after what you believe in your dreams. It's a famous quote going around right now, and it's I either win or I learn from it, but I never lose. And that's how I look at my dreams. When I put myself out there, I either succeed at it or I learn. But I never fail. I'm not gonna fail. I'm just gonna learn and then put it back out there. I'm gonna correct what I need to correct, work on what I need to work on, put it back out there, and I'm gonna keep growing. I'm not scared of the world and how the world perceive me. I'm not scared of that. Because with a lot of love come a lot of hate anyway. Look at all these people, who inspire y'all or y'all look up to. Like, go and look at these famous people comment section. Go scroll and you're going to see a lot of love, but you're going to see a lot of hate in there too. And that's okay. And they still living and they still making money and they still doing what make them happy. And that's how y'all need to move to. I'm going to leave y'all with that. That's what I'm going to close with. So I hope you all enjoyed today's episode of Charity Chats. Please be sure to comment down below. Let me know what y'all would like to see from me on my channel. Keep in mind, this is a beauty channel. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you will be notified whenever I do upload. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.